I'm going to start this show with Sharif Abdul-Rahim.
Okay.
Mike Bibby.
Hey.
Vitaly Potapenko.
Oh.
Remember him?
Yeah.
I do, actually.
Taking me down memory
And at some
lane.
point, somebody was calling him Potapenko or something like that.
Potapenko.
Well, come on.
Nobody knew.
He played for the Seas for a second.
Peja Stojakovic.
From deep.
Yeah, look at Peja and Mike Bibby up there on the screen, dialing up a play that Rick Adelman just dialed up in the huddle.
Rick Allen.
For the team that finished fourth in the Pacific Division in the NBA of the 05-06 season. Why am I bringing them up? It's because it was the last time the Sacramento Kings made the playoffs. 16 long years later, last night, the good, once upon a time, bell-ringing freak fans up there in Northern California, in Sacramento, California, home of 8 is Enough from back in the day. Bradford family ringing bells, causing Phil Jackson to turn around saying, will you knock it off? Oh, you Sacramento Kings nuts who I got to meet and know. And I had my station up there in Northern California, way north of them. In Redding, California, we're on every single day in the Redding Chico market. 16 long years to, well, they don't open up many newspapers anymore, with all due respect to the Sacramento Bee. But if they do, and they snap open the newspapers and they look at the standings, there's an X next to the name of the Sacramento Kings.
Wow.
Last night in a 40-point beatdown of the rolled up in a fetal position Portland Trailblazers. A 40-point win last night, along with other results, caused the Sacramento Kings with De'Aaron Fox and the rest of that, son of Arvidas who's crushing it up there in Northern California. The Sacramento Kings clinched a playoff spot, ending the longest playoff season drought that was currently standing in all of North American sports. 16 years without tasting the playoffs. Back in the day, those 05-06 Kings got one and done by the San Antonio Spurs. Meta World Peace was on that team. I believe at the time was he known as such then? Yes, he was.
Let's see.
Was he still Ron Artest? He's number 93 in your program. They got one and done by the Spurs, and now soon to be Hall of Famer Tony Parker and Greg Popovich, who eventually lost to the Dallas Mavericks, who eventually lost to now soon to be Hall of Famer Dwayne Wade in the Miami Heat. They got their lone non-LeBron championship with Dwayne Wade. It was Pat Riley's last championship as head coach, Shaquille O'Neal's last championship also as player. Going hitting that Wayback Machine, and these Kings have caused us to do it. Congratulations. Their streak is over. So who's now on the clock? Well, yeah, we're going to talk hockey. The Buffalo Sabres are currently now on the clock. They have not made the playoffs since the 10-11 season. You can do the math. They're coming up on maybe 12 years themselves. And if they don't make it, that would be a problem. And right now it's a problem for them. They're currently 5 out of a playoff spot. 5 points out of a playoff spot, and they got others to leapfrog as well. It's not looking good. They've got 9 games to play, and interestingly enough, they're about to start a rookie goalie, Devin Levi, a 21-year-old who signed his contract with the Sabres. Wait for it. Just a week and a half ago. That's it. Because his Northeastern College team that he was dominant for between the pipes got eliminated, didn't make the NCAA tournament. He signed his 3-year entry contract on the spot. Now here he is starting for the Buffalo Sabres to try and make sure that they can get off the schneid as well. Well, let's just say that doesn't happen, with all due respect to the good fans in Western New York and the guy who's punching all the buttons for us right now, our coordinating producer, Mike Hoskins. Who would be on the clock? Longest playoff drought in North American sports currently. That would be the New York Jets.
Yay.
Yep.
And now you know, once again, a fresh reminder why they're going for broke with Aaron Rodgers right now. That's why they're doing this. That's why, that and that Zach Wilson in their attempt at finding their next franchise quarterback has seemingly fizzled after 2 years, and Aaron Rodgers' relationship with the Green Bay Packers is totally fizzled. But this is why they're doing it. And I know we're waiting. The two words that we've been saying for about a week plus now is still...
Sorry, folks.
Is still in effect. Sorry, folks, Aaron Rodgers is still not on the Jets. I can't wait for this meme to leave our existence on the Rich Eisen Show, even though I love John Candy and, of course, Wally's World.
Seeing ghosts.
That's what I'm seeing of the last 12 years. As if I was just needing a reminder. Here I was feeling all nice, warm, and fuzzy for the good Kings faithful in Northern California. Mm-hmm. Here I was, and I'm like thinking to myself, well, who is on the clock for the longest playoff drought? It can't be the Jets, can it? And I started looking around. I looked around at the rest of the NBA. Nope. Nobody that's been missing it for 12 years wasn't right there, right after. Nope. Major League Baseball, it's 8. Apparently the Detroit Tigers have the longest playoff drought right now at 8 consecutive seasons, trying to make the playoffs this year.
They ain't going to make it this year.
And then I looked at hockey and I saw the Buffalo Sabres and I'm like, okay. Well, they're about to have 12. It looks like. And if they do, then the Jets will have company if they miss it again. This is why the Jets are doing it. Just in case you need one more fresh reminder, what it's looked like for the last 10 years at the starting quarterback position of the New York Jets. There it is. A guy that could start for the San Francisco 49ers in week 1. There's Sam Darnold. There's your comeback player of the year. The reason why Geno Smith is your comeback player of the year, normally reserved for somebody coming back from injury. Nope. He's just coming back from surviving the Jets. That's it. Once upon a time, second round pick. There it is. 12-18 in his 30 starts for the Jets. Fitz currently killing it on Amazon. There's your current quarterbacks coach in Carolina. Flacco went 1-8 in his 9 starts. It would have been 0-9, by the way,
if he hadn't have thrown that bomb.
If the Browns had not forgotten to cover Corey Davis down 2 touchdowns, with the Browns needing that win, or having it already pretty much sealed on top of the elf, Mike White, Bryce Petty. This is why. I'm like, oh, yeah, thank you, Kings, for putting the Jets back on the clock. This is why they're doing it. They're sick and tired of it. This is why Woody Johnson was sick and tired of everything else going on. This is why. So, congrats to the Kings. I made it about myself. Congratulations to you. And this is why the Jets want to get the hell off of this clock right now. Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.